All right. Hi again, everyone. I just restarted this stream because the first time I tried it, I forgot a few things. I'm back. So today, I'm going to be playing a couple new titles. I'm going to just be playing them while I wait for some food that I delivered on DoorDash to get here. I'm going to be playing Wander, and I'm going to be playing Pinball FX2 VR. Wander is not really a VR game. It's a VR experience where you use Google Street View to look at the world. And Pinball, I assume it's just a pinball simulator. People say good things about it. I'm going to go ahead and start checking them out. Please feel free to jump in the chat and ask me any questions that you have. This will be a short stream, but I'm still happy to answer any questions. All right, let's move. All right. First, Wander. I love Wander. I talk about it all the time. A lot of people don't know about it. It's basically it's it's a third-party Google Street View app. It doesn't have Google in the name because it's not made by Google, and they weren't allowed to use the trademark really. But it uses the Google Street View data. Ooh. So here we are. This is the first place it put us. It's some kind of temple in Portugal. This is not stereoscopic. Most of the views in Google in Wander are not stereoscopic. Voice search. Let's try it. Seattle, Washington. It works. Cool. I'm on a random hill on a random street in Seattle. Oh, there's the Puget Sound. I used to live in Seattle for 5 years. Now I live in San Francisco, California. Nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. Magic teleporting. Market Street. That's a good place to start if I have to go somewhere in San Francisco. All right. Let's check out some. It's not only can you go to specific cities, but you can actually go literally to any specific address you want. Um, like, let me see if I can. What does this do? Timeline? I haven't used this recently. They've added a bunch of new stuff. So let's see. Interface sounds, invert swipes, power saver mode, mini map. Okay. I'm gonna come back to the settings. They have a multiplayer mode, which presumably lets you explore the world. Oh my god, a crane! I love cranes. Crane. If this was Google Earth VR, I could go up there and sit on the crane, but I cannot because these are just photos. This is not a 3D model, but because it's a photo, we have a lot more detail at the ground level. So let's see what I can do here. This photo, by the way, Wander on Quest 2 is particularly good because the screens are better than the Quest screen, better than the Rift screen, better than the Vive screen, better than pretty much anything except maybe the Valve Index or the Pimax. So like the amount of detail you can see in these photos is just amazing. Like that sign there, I can see it says speed limit 25 pretty clearly. I can't read the text under it on the red sign. But just being able to read those words speed limit like really shows the level of detail in this on this screen. That's not something I would have been able to see on an older headset. I can read over there SFMTA, customer service, like all these little signs and everything. I can see so much detail, and that it's really cool to be able to explore anywhere in the world, be able to look all around you at this level of detail. Let's figure out some places to go. So here's a map. When you pop up the map, you can click anywhere that's blue and you can go there. So I could go to Alcatraz. Alcatraz is a prison island, which is no longer used as a prison. There we go. Menu button hides the menu, hides the controls. So I'm just gonna see, can I get closer to the railing? That's what I want to do. There we go. So it takes a second to load, but then you can see over there is the city of San Francisco. I'm looking out at the San Francisco Bay. Area closed for your safety. I'm in a forbidden area. Sweet. Or I was in a forbidden area. No, wait. Why is it? I guess the gate's open now, and so it's not closed for my safety. I guess they don't care about my safety. Ooh, there's a bird caught in mid-flight. So yeah, this is the prison. You can see the old watchtower. You can see it's a tourist attraction now. You can see all their hours. I haven't ever been to Alcatraz. I hear good things. All right, let's go somewhere else. I used to live over in Berkeley when I was a grad student there. And change the zoom. Whoa. Too much zoom. So, places I've been in Berkeley. Let's see here. So I used to... Oh yeah, Cheeseboard Pizza. I remember Cheeseboard Pizza. Cheeseboard Pizza is an amazing local pizzeria where there's only one type of pizza on the menu. Where is it? There it is. Cheeseboard Pizza Collective. So they're a co-op run by a group of workers, and they share the profits. And they have only one type of pizza every day, and they have live music all the time, and they're a really cool little place. And this is, I believe, Shattuck, and Shattuck Avenue has just all these restaurants in Berkeley along it. Oh my God, the bus! I remember the buses. Yeah, so we're on Shattuck, as you can see. There's Grapevine. These grapevines are all over the place in the Bay. They're crepe restaurants. They're really good. I almost considered ordering from them tonight. There's Walgreens. This is also good in addition for just exploring. If you want to like do a particular route and you're going to drive somewhere and you want to make sure you have the route down, you can kind of drive it beforehand just in VR and see all the places you're going to turn. So you kind of learn to identify the landmarks, so that like you're like, remember to, like if I was going to turn left here, I believe this is Francisco Street. Then you would remember like, oh yeah, I turned at where there's the Himalayas restaurant and this other restaurant with the blue canopy. And that's the kind of thing that like Google Street View is really good for that, but like with but in Wander you can actually look all around and like see the entire view without having to rotate your view, which is really cool, and you really feel like more immersed in it. I definitely feel a bit like I'm levitating. You'll get a lot of the levitating sensation, both because you're it's monoscopic. So because it's monoscopic, the ground appears to be kind of several meters away. Also, just because the cameras on the Google Street View cars were mounted on their roofs, which is taller than most people are. And so by default, you're going to feel a little bit farther off the ground. Hey Hector, yes, I love Wander, and you can go to any specific address, like I said, because this is basically just Google Street View. So you can go anywhere in the world. Like say I wanted to go to Eiffel Tower, France. All right, did I make it? Oh, yeah, there it is. That's conspicuous. So I'm kind of off to the side a bit. I don't have a very good view of it from here, but that's definitely the Eiffel Tower. Let's get a little closer. So we're not going to be able to make it past those concrete barriers. Those keep the cars out. But yeah, this is the Eiffel Tower right here. We're in the middle of Paris. These are all... Some of them are probably tourists because we're right by the Eiffel Tower. Some of them are probably French people. And you can see all the signs here are going to be... Can I read that? No, it's too far away. But yeah, that's just the name of the street. There's got to be something here I can read. Come on. It says "à compter pour travaux." I think that means, I'm not familiar with that street sign. I think it means it's for work. Parking spots for work only. I'm not super clear. Or for workers. What's this say? Fin d'interdiction de stationner. Oh, end of parking restrictions. So you can park anywhere past that point because the parking restrictions stop there. So, cool. All right. Where else can I go? Let's try. How about the town that my dad is from? Johannesburg, South Africa. All right. Now we're in South Africa. We are just jumping from one continent to another as fast as possible here. Way down in the southern hemisphere. We appear to be in the middle of some kind of Chinatown. Gold is king, best cash prices. Those places never have the best cash prices. Mad Max. Thank you, Madiba. I don't know what that's about. Cool. All right. Let's see, what's another good place to visit? How about Auckland, New Zealand? All right, we are now in Auckland. I believe this is downtown Auckland. The lens of this camera looked a little bit smoky there for a minute. Oh, hey, we're right by the Sky Tower. That's one of the cool things is in Google Street View, you usually never think to look up, but sometimes there's pretty impressive things above you. So that's the Sky Tower, which is kind of like Space Needle, CN Tower, all kinds of other like tourist attractions in Auckland or in other parts of the world. And this is Auckland's version of that. And it lets you get a good view of the city. I've been up in there at least once. It was very cool. Yep, I can go anywhere I want. Anywhere I want. I was in South Africa. Now I'm in Auckland. Let's see where else I can go. I grew up in the town of Duluth, Georgia. Duluth, Georgia. Okay, try that again. Duluth, Georgia. So, yep, this is the town I grew up in, which is a suburb of Atlanta. And it looks like, oh, these shops were not here before. This is all new stuff. Exciting. A lot of people, the first thing they like to do when they get this is go to their house, go to their grandparents' house, their relatives' house, their friends' houses. Oh yeah, this is the main intersection in Duluth. And I believe that the place so right over here, this used to be a school I went to, but it's no longer a middle school. They changed it to a different kind of school. Thankfully, because I wasn't super happy at that school. Ooh, they've added a lot of shops here. Look at this. District. All these buildings are new. These were not here before. It's pretty exciting to see how my town has changed since I was last there. Wow. Look at all these apartments. It's like Duluth has a downtown now. That's wild. Yeah, none of this was here. They tore down like a whole like Walmart shopping center and put up all this stuff. It's pretty exciting. All right. I don't know if this would work on a DK2. There were similar demos for the DK2 back in the day that I tried if you look at older videos on my channel. But I don't think they're maintained. I don't know if they still work because they require a developer key and all that to continue functioning. And keep in mind the Quest 2, like I know that you might have financial constraints, but the Quest 2 is only $300, doesn't require a gaming PC. So keep that in mind. That's an option. that's what I'm on right now. Where else might I want to go? Let me think. Let's see. What's a cool place I've been that it would be fun to go again? Well, I've definitely been to Vancouver. That's where I'm planning to move sometime next year. Vancouver, um, British Columbia. All right, now we're in Vancouver. We seem to have ended up inside an office building. That's an awkward place to start. Uh, let's try and get down by the harbor. Oh, this is a cool view. I'm still inside a building, but now I'm like a building with a brilliant view of the harbor, which is, a step up. And let's get out here on this pier. All right. Here we are, right by the port. That guy's just chilling. There's a Canadian flag. I think I'll get a better view of that if I move over a bit. Canadian flag. There's downtown Vancouver, all those high-rises. Beautiful view of the harbor. This is nice. I've actually been to this specific point. It was very cool. I remember there were a bunch of cranes operating over there, and I was very excited about it. Can I get a little closer to the cranes? Yes! Cranes! They're beautiful. They got a whole harbor there of a bunch of harbor cranes. Harbor cranes are my second favorite kind of crane after tower cranes. All right. Where do I want to go next? Let me see. Antarctica. It won't take me to Antarctica, but there are places I can go. Apparently the voice search didn't work. I'm gonna just visit here. This looks very isolated. Whoa. Hi guys. That sun is very low on the horizon. This is the guy holding the camera, because obviously there's no Google Street View cars in Antarctica. They're all dressed in bright orange, presumably so that if they end up lost in the Antarctic wilderness, that someone will be able to spot them. And just look how low the sun is and how it's shining across everything. And those little, those must be their little snow tanks that they travel in. That's cool. I wonder what they were doing here. Some kind of research. Now let's see how close we can get to the North Pole. How about here? Nice! So we just went from the South Pole to the North Pole. Or, northern Canada. We're getting there. We're pretty close to the North Pole here. And you can see the Canadian flag. Here are some solar panels, some living units for protection from the cold. We are really, really in the middle of nowhere here. Some snowmobiles. How do you even get here? This is crazy. The snow looks like it's multiple feet deep. Are those animal tracks? Those look like animal tracks. Maybe they're from dogs? Maybe this is a dog sled? I don't know. This is amazing though. This is definitely not a part of Canada I've been to. It's quite a bit farther north than Vancouver. I believe the farthest north... What's the farthest north I've been in Canada? Not very far. I've been to Calgary. I've been to Newfoundland, to St. John's. That's a cool place. Let me go there. St. John's, Newfoundland. Welcome to St. John's. St. John's is the only city of any considerable size on the island of Newfoundland. It's still not very big. Something like, I think, maybe 50,000 people, 150,000. And it's also the easternmost point in the in North America. It's in Canada. And it's actually close. It's pretty close to London, like to England, to Ireland. You can fly directly there in like 5 hours from St. John's. Let me get out here on this easternmost point. Cape Spear Path, East Coast Trail. Cool. Let's see. Can we climb this hill? No? I wish I could go everywhere, but I can't. I'm just gonna try and climb this hill. Get up there. Get a better view. I like how this trail has, whoa. That's not stitched correctly. This trail has these little logs under the planks to help the water drain underneath it, like a little bridge. Okay, I'm almost up the hill. I didn't go on any of these coastal trails when I was in Newfoundland. This would be cool. I should consider this next time. When it's, you know, not in the middle of winter. Because I'd probably slip and die. Okay, almost on top of the hill. Cool. Let me see if I can go here to one of these beaches. Children at play. That's not what I wanted. Beach. Take me to the beach. Sometimes you have to zoom in to get the proper place. Oh, yeah, there we go. Are you going to load a higher resolution? There we go. It just takes a little while sometimes. Look at that. We are now at pretty much one of the most easternmost points in the whole of North America, just looking out at the Atlantic Ocean, extending for miles and miles in every direction. Hundreds of miles from any city of considerable size. The cliffs of Newfoundland are just gorgeous. They're all formed by glaciers. There's thousands of little lakes in Newfoundland, like in much of Canada. This is cool. You'd visit Japan? Japan's a good idea, actually. Let's take a look at Japan. I haven't been to Japan, except unless you count Narita Airport. Tokyo. All right, now we're in Tokyo. I could go somewhere specific. I think ooh, cranes. I haven't seen this type of crane. That's really interesting. They're kind of up on a little tower. There's a Japanese taxi, Daiwa Group. Yaesu Central Expressway. That's kind of convenient that they also label things in English. If I learned a third language, I think it would be Japanese because there's a lot of Japanese media I enjoy. Let's see where else can I go in Japan. Tokyo's the first choice, obviously, but maybe I can go to somewhere down like Okinawa or somewhere like way off, kind of in the middle of nowhere, Japan. What's a good place to go? How about up here? Wakana appears to be the northernmost point of Japan. And if I go beyond that, I think this is China, right? Or yeah, I think that's part of. Or is it? Hold on. Let me look. I'm not good when I'm zoomed in. Yeah, I'm not clear who this island belongs to. That might be part of China, at least based on the names here. I'm gonna visit Wakana. Nice. So we're now in the northernmost part of Japan. It still looks like a sizable city down there, but obviously not in comparison to Tokyo. We've got this winding road coming down from the mountain. We can look out at the ocean. See if I can get in the city. It's not much of a city, evidently. But I can still go there. Got these little streets lined with bricks. Oh, this is cool. This definitely feels a lot more small town. Or small city, at least. Like, it still feels like a city. But definitely a smaller one. Like, it's definitely a downtown district. This is cool. Bye. I can't stay a super long time either. I've got food coming. It's on the way in just a few minutes. Before I get my food, I'm going to jump out of Wander because I also promised some pinball today. I've never tried this pinball game. My vision was jerking around for a little bit there while the app was quitting. Sometimes you'll get that kind of effect. That's one of the things they could definitely improve with the VR experience. Pinball FX2 VR. I hear good things about this pinball simulator. Some people say it's one of the best ones. Let's see how it feels. I'm not super deep into pinball. I might suck. This floor feels a little bit too high. It feels like it's a few inches over my feet. Oh, this is a nice environment. Look at this. Oh, we're like in a modern house. And we're like seeing the menu like on a big screen TV in the front. In like the living area of the house, and the pinball machines are up there. I love it when menus are diegetic like this in VR. That's super cool. Oh shit, the whole menu experience is diegetic. I look around at the one I want to play, and then I play it. Let's try this Mars one. Okay, how does this work? I don't think I use the motion controllers. I think I just use the buttons on the controllers for this game. Let's see if anyone has any questions before I continue. Nope, no new questions. Alright. Ready, set, go. Okay, so I'm just using my triggers to hit the paddles. There might be other buttons I can press. It looks like my other triggers also just move the paddles. So this is a very basic interface. This is very cool though, because like in a lot of non-VR pinball games, like you don't get the same sense of like the depth of the table and the ball feeling like a physical object where you can tell exactly what size it is. And all the little wires and stuff just like being a few inches above the table. I can clearly see all that stuff when I look at this. You can also like lean in and look at different parts of it. You can move your head to look around obstacles. All that kind of stuff that you can't do with a regular electronic pinball game that you can do with a physical one. I don't think this is one of those pinball games where you can like shake the table and stuff like that, but you're not really supposed to do that anyway. That's kind of cheating. There we go. Oh, cool. Oh, look at that. They're actually having like new units kind of float in and join the decorations on the table as I go. Little robots. That's very cool. Ah, there's a robot crawling on the container. That's a little creepy. Oh yeah, racking up the points. I'm surprised I haven't lost the ball yet. I'm usually pretty bad. Amazing. These shots are not amazing though either, despite what the announcer said. What's that robot doing there? Are you gonna cause trouble? Are you gonna cause trouble, robot? Are you on my side? What are you doing? Nope, the robot just seems to want to hang out. That's fine. This is very cool. I like how, like, it's very much based on a physical pinball game, and everything is the same size it would be in a... Oh no! Oh shit, I just noticed... Holy shit, I just noticed I'm surrounded by thematically consistent elements. There's asteroids floating all around me. There's this door that I go out to leave the game. and there's like a planet Mars out there. Oh, that's cool. And the other pinball games are there and I can go directly to them. Oh, and the whole outside environment changed because it's Mars and now outside is Mars. That's really cool. I love the theming in this. Just changing the whole environment to suit the game and having all these added little elements. Like, it's a normal pinball game, but there's all these added elements that are just not physically feasible in a normal real pinball game. That's very, very cool. Let's try one of the other ones. I think there's only 3. Alright, Secrets of the Deep. Whoa. Okay, now the outdoors is all underwater. This is so cool. I love it. I love it. Oh, hi, shark. That shark could be a little distracting. There we go. And there's a little fish that looks like a lamprey. Ooh. And that ship just like picked up and is gonna, it's like a submarine. This is very cool. No, my ball. No, my ball. I'm not doing very good at this one. There we go. Oh, there's a little funnel. That's cool. The physics in this game seem to be really well thought out. They're very consistent. The ball hasn't done anything yet that's made me go like what the fuck, that doesn't feel physically feasible. No, my ball! Like, it feels like a fair pinball game, which is a hard thing to do in a digital environment. Like even just playing, like, a simulation of a regular pinball game in VR would be amazing, just because, you know, you don't have to have the space for the full cabinet, and you don't have to purchase the full cabinet, which is huge and expensive. But in addition to that, like, they've added all these add-on elements that are just, like, not physically feasible in reality, and that's very, very cool. Come on. This is also a very good, I feel like you could play this seated. You can definitely play it with your arms at your sides, so if your arms are tired, like, you're just pressing buttons here. Whoa! Okay, that ball shot out very suddenly. I was not ready. I was like, where'd my ball go? I think I went and shot it inside some kind of shooting thing. Okay, cool. Ooh, it went inside the submarine. And then a new one shot out. That was cool. Oh, and they went inside the periscope. This is very cool. Whoa! There's a lot of cute elements incorporated into this. I wonder how many pinball games they'll end up having. Right now there appears to be just 3, but I could imagine them adding like a bunch. Just each one is kind of, you know, requires some additional art time, some additional physics and some additional elements, but a new environment, but like, I could imagine them continuing to put these out for a long time if the game keeps being successful. I think one thing I find slightly annoying is it's hard for me to tell. Like, I can kind of tell that the ball is rolling, but it's not super obvious. It might be like that in real life too, just that, you know, the reflection map of the ball is just, whoa, hey, okay. I think that was some kind of bonus round with the shark. Cool. Alright. So I can start a new game if I want. I can go back to the menu. I like how they have the little light up display there, just like on a real pinball machine. Interestingly, the language is all translated. I have my quest set to French. It's giving all the instructions on the little LED machine in French. I feel like I would not have that in a real pinball arcade either. Like, the pinball machines have a fixed language that they ship with. They don't change it. Alright, one more to try. And then, I believe... Whoa, hi there. We have a character hanging out with us. So this one's got kind of a cartoonish medieval theme going on. I think it should be about time for my food when I wrap up here. Let's do it.
All that treasure, just waiting to be wrested from the cold clutches of evil.
All right, this guy is very excited. Oh, there's like little magic mushrooms. Whoa! No! I messed that up. Whoa! Oh, that plant just picked up my ball and spit it out. That was cool. Whoa! I think there's definitely still something missing in this that you get from a real pinball game, but it's very hard to pin down. It might be something about the audio, or maybe something about just the haptics of like I definitely get a little vibration in the controllers when the ball hits things. But I think the sounds sound a little bit, maybe if I had the volume higher it would be better, but it feels still a little bit different from a real life pinball experience. But definitely, whoa! Okay, the whole machine's stuck there. It definitely feels a lot more realistic than a typical on-computer pinball game, because all these things feel like they're real size. The ball feels its real size. Send me my ball. What's happening? Okay, it says get ready. Whoa! Oh no, I have a boss battle. It says monster versus you. Okay, I think, did I defeat the monster? I think I did. Open the door with the flippers. Oh, what did I get?
Shoot the flashing ray!
Okay, I think I got some kind of special prize there, but I'm not super clear what it was. I like how there's the water effect. Like, water is definitely something you would never see in a real pinball cable. And that's just a nice little addition to show the things they can add in VR. I wonder how I get up there. No! Oh, I have a little health bar. I think these are based on like role-playing games. This one is. So I think I'm about to die if I lose one more ball. Uh-oh. Time for another monster battle.
And how many gold pieces do you have?
Oh, I got in the water wheel! Nice. The water wheel carried the ball over. That's cool.
Shoot the sword ramp or the smash target to attack.
Okay, it says shoot the sword ramp or the smash target to attack. Okay, I think I'm just hitting my ball in the wrong place. I'm getting points, but I'm not damaging. There we go. I hit the sword. That does some damage. Uh-oh. Oh no. Alright. Okay, I think I still have one more ball, but I'm going to leave it off there for now. Thanks everyone for watching. This pinball game is super cool. I love how... Oh, I didn't even look at the environment. There's like... Oh, hello, giant plant, man-eating plant. So, yeah. So, this has been Pinball FX2 VR. Makes sense the name now because there's a bunch of effects that you wouldn't otherwise have in a real pinball game. I love how they have different themes for the whole environment for each one. I love how they have all these like physically infeasible elements. It feels a lot more realistic than a typical computerized pinball game. It's definitely very, very cool. Anyway, so that's Pinball FX2 VR. That's Wander. Let me know anything else you want me to play in the future, and I will see you guys next time. Everyone have a great every day.